Hi, this is Vibrant Scrappy Mania, and today we're going to show you how to create these lovely little flowers. There's two versions. I'm only going to teach you how to create the first version, which is with the Starburst Punch from McGill. But you can also create this version without that Starburst Punch. You just basically just put your seed beads in there. You get a little bit of ink, a little bit of chalks, and you have a perfect little flower. So stay tuned, and in a moment I'll show you how to create this project, and hopefully you like this video. I already went ahead and painted a piece of paper, and this paper is from this pad, paint and marker pad that I got at Target, and I want to subject it to my flowers to see how well it works. I put a nice little wash with some of these Recollection watercolor crayons. I love these because it has a shimmer. And then I went over it with gesso because I wanted more of pastel than bright colors. So I'm going to use this stamp to stamp around it. And then I'm going to use these punch. This is a McGill punch. It's called Star Lily. So I'm going to use this. I got it at Tuesday morning. And for the center of the flower, I'm going to use this Starburst. And then to build my flowers, I'm going to use this snowflake. So I'm using some distress ink and black soot. And what I'm doing is I just don't want it perfect. I want it to have also that distressed look on the flower, because once I cut it out, it's going to look very nice with some areas that you can see the lettering and some that is faint. Okay, everything has been stamped. So now what I want to do is I want to take the tape off. Carefully, I went ahead and peeled the tape towards me, and that prevents your edges from ripping. But even if your edges rip, it doesn't really matter, because now you're just going to take your punch and you're going to punch out all the flowers. And what I did is I punched a whole page out. I'm going to do that in a second. I'm going to cut all these petals out, and then I shall be back to show you how to assemble the flower. Cut everything and I grouped them. So now I want to give it a little bit of chalk, and these are pebble chalks, right on the edge of each of the petals. Although it's a little time consuming to do this to every petal, I do like the effect. It does look nice to have that little shading on each of your petals. Okay, and for the last touch, I want to go ahead and put some gold little dots on each of these lilies. So I'm just using a Sharpie paint marker, and the color is gold, and it really makes a big difference putting those little specks on each of my petals. So now I'm going to shape my petal, and I'm using a foam from Sizzix. This is actually from Susan Tierney's garden, and I found it at Tuesday morning. And it comes with a little craft mat for gluing, so that way you don't get the glue on your foam. So you're going to turn each of your little petals upside down, and what I'm using is 5 of the smaller petals and 5 of the largest petals. And I'm just forming my flower, just cuffing it up. And now I'm going to take the Starburst, and I'm just going to pressure in the middle to make it come up. And then here I'm using a precision tip glue to glue each 3 of those Starburst petals together to create my center. And I like using the precision tip because it doesn't put a lot of glue on, especially when it's small little flowers like this. You don't want a lot of glue. So here I'm taking that snowflake punch, and I'm using it for the center. That's where I'm going to anchor all my petals to. And I just position it so that way it creates a nice form. I'm just using 5 petals, but you can use more than 5. But for this one, I only wanted to use 5 petals. Then the next set is going to be the smaller petals, and you're going to place 5, and you're going to put them in between the gaps. So as you can see, there's a gap between each of the larger petals. You're going to go ahead and place your smaller petals between that gap. Lastly, what you want to do is you want to bring over the center, put some glue there, and place that in the middle. So then it kind of needed something for the center, so I went ahead and grabbed some seed beads, and I'm using some liquid glass, and dumped a little bit of the seed beads in the center, let that dry, and that was pretty much it. And it's going to dry clear. So there's your flower. So I hope you liked this video, and thank you for watching. Bye now.